Carter tells a very funny story about giving a speech in Japan, former U.S. President Jimmy Carter, that is. And I wanted to begin my speech with his story. He began the talk with a joke, as American public speakers often do, to put the audience at ease, get everybody laughing. And he hadn't really considered the context of the speech or what would happen to that joke when it got translated into Japanese. And as he was telling the joke, he started wondering, gee, what is the Japanese translator going to make of this? And he stepped aside and gave the microphone over to the Japanese translator, and she said something, and the audience roared with laughter. He had never had a reaction to the joke that was anywhere near the reaction that he got from this audience. People were weeping with laughter. There was just a wave of sound. And he was astonished. You know, he's a lovely man, Jimmy Carter, but not necessarily a great humorist. He was completely astonished, and he kept this question in the back of his mind: how did she translate that joke? What did she do with that joke? So afterwards, he said to her, "Listen, how did you translate that joke? I never got a reaction. I use that joke all the time. I never got a reaction like that." And she looked extremely chagrined. And she didn't want to tell him. And he kept pressing her. He said, "Please, just tell me what you did with the joke." And she finally hung her head and she said, "Mr. President, I was aware that you had told a joke, and I had no idea what it meant. So I looked at the audience and I said, 'The President of the United States has told a joke.'" Which, in fact, is a brilliant translation. Because it's a solution that you can only use once. It only works one time, but that one time, it is both an effective performance of the intention of the original text and a commentary on the original text, which is sort of what I'm trying to say about translation today. So that's why I started my talk with that.